It's a little hard to watch that video, to be honest, to see different hairstyles, different hair colors, different beard styles, and all that goes into however many years I've been at this. But, man, it's also hard to watch because it makes me really emotional. And I hope to God I get through this. I didn't plan on getting emotional, but I am. First of all, I am beyond touched that Brian Biederman and all my friends at Fox put that video together for me. What a beautiful tribute, and thank you, Brian. And it's great to see Pete Macheska and Rich Russo and Jake Ullman and Bill Richards, and I don't know, I'm leaving people out, but all these people that make what we all do so great. I'm not going to go on forever. The video, I promise you, is going to be longer than my speech. And I'm typically the guy that comes up here and just wings it, but I just wanted to write this down because I honestly, I didn't want to screw it up. You know, when you look back at a video like that, it makes me realize how much time has gone by. And I'm 53. We're all whatever ages we are in this room. And I'm sure a lot of us are wondering how much more time we have left. And I'm not talking about looking at videos about home run calls or Super Bowls or any of that stuff. It's the people that I got to experience those moments with that mean the most to me. And it's the people that I got to come home to earlier in my career that made those moments so special. The ability to finish my first World Series in 1996 in the Bronx and pick up the phone and call my mom and dad and ask the two most responsible people for me even being there how I did. Oddly, I still think of myself as that 27-year-old kid, Jack and Carol Buck's son, hoping to prove himself to Fox, to my lifelong friend Tim McCarver, and to a national audience. That same year, I became a young father. First, my daughter Natalie was born, and then 3 years later, Trudy. They have always been my compass. They are strong, smart, beautiful, and far more talented than I ever was. And they are my best friends, and they make me proud every day. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. The old cry applause. It's been done many, many times. And whoever started that, God bless you. But it gets you another appetizer. I'll bring it to your table when I'm done. I am the luckiest person in this room. I had a mom who covered all the holes in our lives when my father, who grew up with nothing, fought for his country in World War II, went to college on the GI Bill at Ohio State, had a nice voice, a good work ethic, and gave sports announcing a shot. Out of nowhere, he went through the minor leagues, the Cardinals, and into halls of fame. He came from nothing. He built his career from nothing. He was also the most generous and egoless man I've ever met to this day. He was my master class. As a kid, I couldn't get close enough. When we were leaving the broadcast booth at Busch Stadium and I was holding his beer before he drove me home in his Lincoln Mark V as a 6-year-old strapped in the front seat, maybe not even with a seatbelt on, careening down Highway 40. My dad was not a worrier. But what a gift. An older dad who wanted his son close by to teach him how to be a man. To be a broadcaster, yes, but how to be a man. It's really hard for me to accept an award like this. I swear it is. I don't feel worthy with all that I was given. I'm touched to be in the Hall of Fame with him and all the honorees tonight. I know Terry Bradshaw is right there. Terry Bradshaw, I said this at our seminar a couple of years ago. For all those videos and all the stuff I've done, Terry Bradshaw is the heart and soul of Fox Sports. Terry Bradshaw, there isn't a better person sitting in this audience tonight. I'm linked to so many people in this room that I'm not going to get into a bunch of names. It wouldn't be fair because I would leave people out. But I just want to highlight a few. Other than my mom and dad, the single person most responsible for my career is the great Hall of Famer David Hill. He hired, yes, He hired me at 24 and kept giving me chances to shine, except for that god-awful live bass fishing show on television. It's the next... Shut up. No. He sold it to me. I was in my kitchen. It's the next NASCAR. No, sorry. Every second of that sucked. But David is a guy who knows what it's like to be, knows what it's like to be in front of the camera, and he never needed social media or Rudy Martzke to tell him what was good. I think of my friend Steve Horn, who is my editorial consultant and somebody who's worked with Bob Costas, another honoree, from a couple of years ago. He is my brain in a leather jacket, who makes me appear smarter than I really am, and who has become one of my closest friends. Before my dad died, he said to Steve Horn, knowing that we would work together at Fox, "Take care of my pup." And he has done just that. In 2002, David and Ed Gorin tapped Troy Aikman, Chris Collinsworth, and me to replace John Madden and Pat Summerall on the NFL. Little did I know the quarterback I watched win 3 Super Bowls would become one of my best friends and the best ally and booth mate anyone could ever have. We've been through a lot in our 21 years, both in the booth and in our personal lives. And the fact that he is here tonight, spending a night off after a thrilling game last night in Arizona, on Monday Night Football, where schedules go to die, I hope you're listening, Howard Katz. I'm just kidding. Because, I'm kidding. We've got L.A., the Rams at Green Bay this week, so. And then we've got the Chargers at the Colts, so I'm nuts. Just kidding. I just want to thank Troy Aikman for being here. Thank you, buddy. It means the world. I've learned over my years that life in many ways is about partnerships. You with someone or something trying to make each other better than they or it would have otherwise been. Troy and I have done that, I believe, for each other. I think Fox and I did that for one another. When my dad was dying for 7 months in a St. Louis hospital, I sat with him every night I was in St. Louis and we talked. And when we got to his final weeks on this earth, our conversations were not about home run calls. They weren't about critics. They weren't about work. They were about our family. My young daughters, my sister Julie's boys. It was about me living my life because, as he said, when you get here laying in this bed, you realize it's too late. Have fun. I gave Fox all I had for 28 years, and now I'm at ESPN, and it's a new partnership. And in my heart, I believe I'm ready to give ESPN and Monday Night Football the best years of my life and my career. And that's because of my partnership with my wife, Michelle. I saw her at a game. She's working for NFL Network. I stalked her in the nicest possible way. And now we've been married for 8 years, and we have 2 great boys, Blake and Wyatt, who are 4 and have brought so much joy and love and fulfillment and happiness into all of our lives. Michelle has always been my missing piece. She's taught me patience and calm and acceptance. A smile and a wink from her is all I need to let me know that everything's okay. I share this honor with her, with my girls, my boys, my sister Julie, and my mom, who is watching back in St. Louis online. And as I close, I have a message from my mom. Mom, this is the internet. This is what we've been talking about all these years. It's fun. It's a super highway of information. You can sit there and watch me in New York. And oh, by the way, thank you for everything. I love you so much. Thank you all. Good night.